18-year-old who's been glued to my screen every week for Special Forces. World's toughest test. This latest episode had me straight up yelling at the TV in disbelief. Like, we've seen these celebs pushed to their absolute limits, crawling through mud that smells like regret, getting zapped with enough electricity to make your hair stand up and yelling, "I'm done," after what feels like the 500th burpee. But this fifth dropout? It's not the one we all had money on. No, it's the wild card, the under-the-radar competitor who seemed like they had ice in their veins and steel in their spine. The show's this insane mashup of elite military training and reality TV drama, where A-listers from Vanderpump Rules to Olympians get treated like raw recruits by these no-nonsense directing staff sergeants who don't pull punches. And just when you think you've got the rankings figured out, boom, one taps out, leaving the whole camp in stunned silence and the fans on X, that's Twitter for the old heads, losing their minds with theories and memes. It's the kind of twist that reminds you why this show slaps so hard. It's not just about who survives the physical beatdown, it's the mental warfare, the broken dreams, and those raw, unfiltered moments where even millionaires crack under pressure. Let me paint the picture for you, 'cause if you're not caught up, this season's been a bloodbath from jump. We're talking 14 recruits dropped into the Welsh wilderness. Think freezing rain, zero sleep, and challenges designed by sadists who hate fun. The directing staff, these grizzled vets like Mark Billy Billingham and Jason Foxy Fox, bark orders like, "Drop and give me 50. But it's deeper than push-ups. It's about breaking you down to build you up, or in most cases just breaking you. We've already lost 4 celebs. The first was the fitness guru who talked a big game about endurance but folded during drown-proofing like a cheap lawn chair. Then the comedian, cracking jokes till the electric fence hit, and who could blame them? That thing's no joke. It's like getting tossed while holding a live wire. Number 3 was the reality star with the killer Instagram aesthetic, but real life? She tapped after a night swim that turned into a panic attack under the stars. And the fourth? The athlete we all thought was built for this, but even gold medals don't prep you for sleep deprivation hallucinations. Each exit's been a gut punch, with the DS pulling no favors, just cold stares and you're done recruit. But this fifth one? Oh man, it's the plot twist of the season. Picture the challenge. A brutal relay through obstacle hell, rope climbs slick with rain, log carries that weigh as much as your regrets, and a final sprint across a field that's basically quicksand with extra spite. The camp's down to a ragtag crew, Tom Sandoval from Vanderpump Rules looking like he hasn't slept since the Scandoval fallout, still cracking wise to keep spirits up, Lala Kent who's channeling her mama bear energy into every grunt, that Olympian who's all quiet intensity methodically crushing reps like it's the Olympics but with more yelling, and then this unexpected soul, the one who's been flying under the radar, dishing quiet encouragement and never complaining about the blisters or the bad chow. Fans were calling them the dark horse, the sleeper hit who'd sneak to the finale. Meh. I had them pegged as top 3 easy, poised, no drama, just pure grit. But halfway through the relay as the team screams, "Push! Push!" they hesitate. A split-second freeze, then the hand goes up, the universal stop signal. The DS clocks it immediately, that eagle-eye stare locking on like a heat-seeking missile. "You tapping out?" One growls, voice low but echoing like thunder. A nod, a choked "yes sir," and just like that the fifth celeb's gone. Not with a bang, but a whimper that echoes through the camp like a funeral bell. The reactions? Pure chaos, and I mean that in the best way. The remaining recruits freeze mid-step, some dropping gear in shock, others pulling them into a quick huddle hug that's half support, half, "don't you dare be next." Sandoval's face, y'all if you saw it, goes from his usual smirk to wide-eyed, "What just happened?" Like he got ghosted mid-date. Lala's tearing up, muttering, "No way, not you," 'cause they'd bonded over late-night pep talks about life post-divorce and bad exes. The Olympian's stoic, but you see the jaw clench, that competitive fire flickering, 'cause now the odds just shifted. And the DS? Stone cold pros. They don't coddle, they debrief quick, praise the effort, call out the quit, then pivot to who's next. This ain't group therapy, it's war. But off camera, or at least in the confessionals, even they admit it stung. One DS, the one with the scars from actual combat zones, shares a rare soft moment. "I've seen soldiers break, but you had heart. Use this." It's those peeks behind the curtain that make the show addictive. Not just the suffering but the humanity, the "what if I were there" factor that hits different when you're binging at 2 a.m. with a bag of chips. For me, as an 18-year-old who's never so much as run a 5K without stopping for a selfie, this dropout hits personal. Like, I've got my own toughest tests, college apps stressing me out, part-time job drama, figuring out who I even am without my squad. Watching these celebs who have trainers, chefs and therapists on speed dial, crumble under simulated SAS hell? Samario. The show's not just campy survival porn, it's therapy disguised as TV. That celeb who tapped? They weren't weak, they were human. In their exit interview filmed with that raw no-makeup realness they spill, "I thought I could gut it out but the voices in my head, they won this round." Tears, yeah, but also a spark like, "I'll be back stronger." And honestly, that's the win. We've seen it before. Past seasons dropouts like Jamie Lynn Spears or Bill Bellamy turning their quits into TED Talks on resilience. This one's got that same vibe. Expect a memoir, maybe a podcast, turning "I tapped" into "I triumphed." Diving deeper into the season's vibe, 'cause this ain't standalone drama, it's building to something epic. With 5 down, 9 left, the alliances are fracturing like bad glass. Sandoval and Lala's buddy cop dynamic? Tense now, 'cause who's carrying who in the next Evo? That's evolution for us civilians, a fancy word for torture. The Olympian stepping up as unofficial leader, but whispers of "too cocky" are brewing. And that wild card who stayed? They're shook, confessing, if they can break, anyone can. The DS are ramping it. Next week's teaser shows a night op in total blackout, recruits blindfolded and barking directions like a drunk game of Marco Polo. Will it claim number 6? Bets are on the comedian holdout, but after this twist, who knows? The show's genius is that unpredictability. It's not scripted like Survivor votes. It's real risk, real rage quits, real redemption arcs. As a Gen Z viewer, I stan how Special Forces mixes high stakes with heart. It's not glorifying pain, it's unpacking it. PTSD nods, body positivity amid the bruises, celebs opening up about therapy and trauma. That dropout story? Ties into bigger convos on mental health breaks, 'cause quitting ain't failing, it's surviving. Meh. I'm texting my group chat theories, bet it's strategic, save energy for finale. But deep down it's the underdog tales that hook me.